Welcome everyone to where this series began, here at Imola. In Season 1, Griffin made his debut here and scored his first podium in Race 2 of that weekend. Now, he's starting from pole position and fighting for the title. It's 5 red lights out and away we go. We're heading into Tamburello. Who's gonna lead after the first chicane? Griffin with a much better line, and he keeps the lead from Owega. Onto the Villeneuve straight, and Griffin already has over a 1-second gap over Owega. We have 3 pairs of drivers going absolutely side by side down the track. Owega now drops behind France and currently runs in 3rd place. Behind them, Streimer and Sophia Minzenbach are fighting hard for 4th place, but Streimer holds his ground and stays ahead. Sophia just overtook Streimer into Tosa, and now Eng attacks as well. Side by side towards Aqua Minerale. One of them will have to give up and let rival through. Who will lift off? Streimer lifts and Eng is through. Six cars from the back of the pack on our screen as they approach Tamburello. Will we see any overtake here? Yes, we will, as Chepiel gets ahead of Zabinski. It causes small traffic jam, and now Walsh almost goes into the gravel, but keeps the car on track. 2 cars behind him go to the inside, but it's not enough to attack. Very close at the back. And now one of the cars completely loses momentum, and we have a swap at the back of the pack. But the move isn't completed. Now into Tosa, and there's a repass, and they stay as they were. We're back at the front of the pack as Griffin has lost his lead and the pack is right behind him.
Looking at the telemetry, we see a massive issue with the throttle application. Your throttle signal is flickering and bouncing between 70% and 100% on the straights. It's probably a faulty drive-by-wire sensor.
Can we do anything about that?
Not really during the race. Please continue and let's try to score as many points as possible.
Awesome. Another unlucky race 1.
What a drama for the championship leader. As his engineer explained, the throttle sensor is failing to send clean data to the ECU. The computer simply can't read 100% of the pedal pressure. And here comes France with full power and a slipstream. Now to the outside, and what has happened? We've lost the lead battle as the director cuts away. Eng on the grass, now to the inside, but he stays behind. Griffin keeps the lead, but we got absolutely robbed of seeing that battle. Eng goes hard over the curb, and the car is forced to the outside, but stays on track. But this is unbelievable. The director missed the biggest overtake attempt of the race. Despite that malfunctioning throttle, Griffin kept P1. He must have made his M2 as wide as possible. France is absolutely throwing everything at him, but Griffin is driving a masterclass in defensive positioning right now. Every corner is a survival battle with that broken accelerator. They are climbing up the hill towards Piratella now. They're side by side, France on the very inside and over the curb. How did they not collide there? Incredible! They couldn't get any closer there, and Griffin keeps the lead for now. Owega tries to attack France, but there's no space for him. That gives Griffin a bit of breathing space. France now closes the gap thanks to Griffin's issue. He's very close. France pulls out to the left, and now he hits the curb, 2 wheels in the air. And he collects Owega. Absolute disaster at the front of the pack. France launched it over the curb, lost control, and wiped out Owega with him. They are both off track, but Owega seems to be able to continue. Griffin turns into the corner, and France suddenly pulls to the left, like he couldn't stop the car enough and tried to avoid Griffin. And just like 3 weeks ago at Monza, the sausage curve sends the car into the air. France gets launched, and unfortunately, Owega was just too close to avoid him. 4 cars fighting for P6 now. 2 pairs are side by side. No change between Hennessy and Rude, and neither between Hanker and Heffler. But now another chance into Villeneuve. Now Heinemann and Karasani to the inside. 3 cars into the corner now, but they somehow make it safely. Just below 9:30 on the clock, and we're on board with Griffin down the main straight. 1 car now exits the pit lane, Griffin now passes him, and he goes into the gravel. Did he get distracted by that car and missed his braking point, or just made a mistake? Either way, that is definitely not good news for him. He rejoins onto the track, but his gap is completely gone. Eng to the inside, Strymer takes the defensive line. He closes the door for Eng, and Griffin closes the door for Strymer as well. Strymer goes a bit wide, Eng closes the gap. Now a switchback, and he's on the inside into Tosa. Side by side, and now drag race towards Piratella. Philip Eng gets ahead and jumps into second. He's got only Griffin ahead to pass and secure the victory. With Griffin's throttle issue, it won't be very difficult to close that gap. Few corners later, into Rivazza. Eng attacks now, late on the brakes, a late correction, and over the curb, and into Griffin now. Griffin is pushed into the gravel, and he drops into third. Drama for the leader. Throttle issue gonna make it even worse. Just over 3 minutes on the clock, Griffin is under massive pressure from Munzenbach and Hennessy. And now he makes a mistake and goes across the gravel in Tamburello. Sophia Munzenbach is now very close, and there's a real possibility to overtake into Villeneuve. But is she close enough? Now to the inside, and they're side by side into the chicane. And Sophia gets through round the outside. Into Tosa, and Hennessy tries to sneak on the inside and get through as well. But Griffin holds his ground, keeps his position, and the Freedom Racing car goes wide in Tosa. Philip Eng started from 6th place just over 20 minutes ago, and now he drives through Rivazza for the final time to get onto the main straight and push flat out towards the line. From P6 on the grid, slicing his way through the field, surviving the drama, and now crossing the line to claim a spectacular victory. Philip Eng is the winner of Race 1 at Imola. Strymer finishes second, and Sophia Munzenbach completes top 3.